In today's video, I want to talk about fuel economy on the Audi Q5. Now, the Q5 was first introduced in 2008 as a 2009 model vehicle. Audi did a minor refresh in 2013, and for 2018, we got an all-new Audi Q5. Now, during this 10-year period, there have been a number of different engine configurations available on the Q5, from 4 cylinders to 6 cylinders, a diesel to a hybrid. If you're in the market for a new or used Q5, you may find yourself a bit overwhelmed by the different engine options. And so in this video, I wanted to do a breakdown of some of those different engine options that have been available over the years and the corresponding gas mileage. Now, one thing that's important to note on the Q5 is that with the exception of the TDI diesel version, all Q5s require premium fuel. And so you are going to have that increased price at the pump no matter what option you go with, unless you get the diesel. So when the Q5 was first produced in 2008, it was only available with their 3.2 liter V6 engine, which carried an EPA rating of 18 miles per gallon in the city and 23 miles per gallon on the highway. Shortly thereafter, Audi offered another version of the Q5 with their popular 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, which you'll find is probably the most popular engine among the Audi lineup, carried across a number of their different vehicles, and is also the most popular engine on the Q5. If you're in the market for a used Q5, you're going to find that this engine is the most common option available. It carries an EPA rating of 20 miles per gallon in the city and 27 miles per gallon on the highway. And interestingly enough, if you were to buy a brand new 2018 Q5 right now, the Q5 is now only offered with the 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. You do have the option to upgrade to the SQ5 model, which is the performance version of the Q5, and that's got a V6 engine. But for a new Q5, the 4-cylinder 2-liter turbo is the only option available. So I mentioned that Audi did a minor refresh on the Q5 in 2013, and that carried over through the 2017 model year. Now, during this 4-year period, we saw a number of different interesting engine options available on the Q5. The 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that I mentioned carried over into this generation of the Q5 and continued to be the most popular option available. It saw a slight bump in fuel economy with the 20 mile per gallon rating in the city staying and bumping from 27 miles per gallon on the highway to 28 miles per gallon. Now, Audi also made the decision to drop the 3.2 liter V6 that was available on earlier Q5s, and they replaced that with a 3-liter Supercharged V6, which is actually what this engine in this vehicle is. It's basically a detuned version of the engine that you'll find in the Audi SQ5 and the S4. Great performance. The 0 to 60 rating on this Q5 is 5.5 seconds, so it's very quick. With that, you see a slight drop in fuel economy from the 2-liter engine. It's rated at 18 miles per gallon in the city and 26 miles per gallon on the highway, which is a 3 mile per gallon jump on the highway from the previous 3.2 liter V6. Now, I mentioned that it's a detuned version of the SQ5. If you want even better performance, the SQ5 is a second quicker to 60 miles per hour, sitting at 4.5 seconds. With that, your fuel economy is going to drop to 17 miles per gallon in the city and 24 miles per gallon on the highway. Now, during this period, they also had the diesel and hybrid versions of the Q5, which were available for a very limited period, and neither is produced any longer. Now, the hybrid version of the Q5 got the best fuel economy available, sitting at 24 miles per gallon in the city and 30 miles per gallon on the highway, while the diesel TDI version was slightly lower than that, sitting at 23 miles per gallon in the city and 30 miles per gallon on the highway. Now, the hybrid version of the Q5 had quite a significant cost premium and wasn't a real popular option, and so that was really the reason that Audi dropped it from the lineup. The diesel version was fairly popular, but was dropped because of the diesel scandal involving Volkswagen and Audi vehicles. Now, as I mentioned, for 2018, the Q5 is only available with the 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, which is rated at 23 miles per gallon in the city and 27 miles per gallon on the highway. If you want to jump up to the 6-cylinder engine, they do have the Audi SQ5 version available, which is rated at 19 miles per gallon in the city and 24 miles per gallon on the highway. So that's an overview of fuel economy on the Audi Q5. If you got any comments or questions, leave them in the section below. For more videos on the Q5, subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, thanks for watching.